great girls with me today. They are Tia, Erin, Kaylin, and Adrian. So today's topic is going to be about dating.
Oh shoot.
Right?
Oh shoot. Okay.
So the first question is, what would you say the best date was that you've had? Like, what did you guys do?
Right, next question.
The best date that I've ever been on, it was so nice. Like, we went to a park first, and then we went out to eat. And then after we went out to eat, it was really nice. There was like a fountain, and we just like sat by the fountain. It was just like, just heavenly, I guess. Like, we just had
heavenly.
It was just so nice. Like, everything just like flowed really well, and I just really enjoyed his company. But it was a really, really significant, like, memorable first date, and it was our first date actually, but it was probably the best date that I had, like, to date.
Oh
yeah. No one's
So one thing I remember, it was in my 20s. I might have been, it was like mid-20s.
Okay.
And me and this guy had been dating for a couple months, but my birthday came.
Oh, nice.
And he planned an entire like spa day on his own. Like, he came to pick me up, we went to the spa, like there was manis, pedis, massages. Then he planned like this dinner. It was great.
Oh,
like that was
nice.
super sweet. Like
That
I think one guy that I remember actually putting in the effort on his own to just be like, I want to do this thing for her. And it was amazing.
So nice.
Yeah,
I kind of had a situation like that too for my birthday.
Yeah.
Like, he took me on a shopping spree, and he was just like, had all these stores like picked out and everything, and he was like, there's not a limit until I tell you when to stop.
Shoot.
I was just like,
He can
okay.
take me.
Right. Where did he go?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have his name? Is he still single?
It's gonna be a stingy like.
Kaylin, did you have?
So I think it was just about a year after our first date, my now husband, our first date was at the Jazz and Rib Fest, and so we went back to the Jazz and Rib Fest, but during our first date, I had just accepted a job at a children's hospital, so I work with children, and so he got me a Gumby figurine to put on my desk. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's like a cartoon.
A Gumby figure?
Gumby.
Gumby.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna
Not
be
that
like.
She said,
I thought you said Gumby too. So
yeah, I'm like, Gummy?
confused.
What's a gummy figure?
Right.
So you got me a Gumby figurine. And so fast forward a year later, we go back to Jazz and Rib Fest, and then as we were leaving, he gave me a letter. And in the letter he was talking about how like I'm his best friend, and he gave me pokies,
nice.
and he was saying that like I got you pokey because best friends should be together.
Oh my gosh.
And that was like waterworks, and so it was like super simple, but it was like really sentimental.
Yeah,
for me.
very
Right.
sentimental.
That's gonna be like one
That's
for
really
sure.
nice.
We know now, girl. The whole people know.
Have you had a great date, Adrian, or no? Nothing significant? Nothing I want to share. That's fine.
I thought of that question as well.
So we'll go with, since maybe some of us haven't had the best dates, what about the worst date? Is there something that has been like crazy?
Maybe you can start.
I'm like, what? No. Remember the guy who had took me to Applebee's? This was like years ago. This is probably like early 20s or something like that too. But he took me to Applebee's after asking me out and everything. We had a good time. Actually, conversation was great. And he's like, order everything or anything that you want. Not that Applebee's is like Smith and Wesson. But
But no, Applebee's used to be lit when we were in our 20s. Don't take away from Applebee's.
Right.
Yes.
So we're ordering drinks. I mean, we got appetizers, the main course, dessert,
I feel like
the
I know
whole
where this is
shebang.
going. This is bad.
And then the little waitress breaks the check and he's looking at me like, and I'm like, bye. That's all you better roll up those sleeves.
You to order whatever you
Yes, who does that? No,
And then
no.
he was expecting you to pay.
Yes! After telling me to order whatever I want.
That is intense.
That's one of them, but I'm
that's, that's no girl, you got another one?
Right, go with it.
I don't remember his name, but remember the guy,
Probably should say his name in it.
he
No,
didn't go to
yeah,
first
no
church, but I
names.
remember his mom went to first church.
Oh shoot. Okay.
But I remember it was a situation. Oh, I can't say that, but
It's okay, it's gonna be fine. Well no, what's the story? Tell us the
so
story.
the story was, I can't remember how it was named. I can't remember that part. But anyways, we went to Dave and Buster's. And it was weird because even when he picked me up, which was probably like the first snow, I should have probably just drove myself. But he picked me up and he had already had like a drink or two prior to picking me up. So I guess he said he was nervous and he just kind of wanted to
Oh shit.
calm the little nerves.
Oh shit.
That was a big no-no. So we get to Dave and Buster's. Everything's fine. And he ordered like, say for instance, like chicken nuggets or chicken fingers and french fries. And I think I ordered like a steak and, you know, like a baked potato, stuff like that.
A grown-up meal?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like instead of chicken fingers and french fries.
You said chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets and fries.
But no, so they bring out the food. And you know how like they'll put like butter on like the steak.
Mm-hmm.
So I had asked him if he wanted some. And he said yes. But so I like smeared the butter like on the steak. It was just like in one little spot. So he got mad at me for smearing the butter on my steak. Like y'all, it was that whole day was going south. It was going south real quick. Cause after that I
From
was
the
just
time he
like,
picked you up and told you.
yes. It was
Oh, wow.
it was bad, guys. It really was. But anyway, next.
I'm sure I've had bad days.
I don't think I
have.
Oh, I have. Yes. I went on a date with this guy one time and he proceeded to like tell me his like life story, and there were some and this was a first date. There were some very emotional parts of it, and I thought he was gonna like start breaking down crying. Like he was sad because like his dad was like forcing him to play basketball when he was like little and he wasn't good at it, and he was just like yes, he was. I mean, and the other thing about it too was the entire date, like he talked, like he never asked me any questions, like he just told me like his life story and then his childhood and just like everything, like everything.
How old were you?
It was probably in my 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in my 20s, so that was definitely like a first and a last
Right.
with that person, for sure. It was so...
Oh, he missed feelings for the guy.
I get it, but it's just like, it's a lot. You know, like, like spilling out everything. You're about to cry. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm like, should I get you a napkin?
Maybe you had that type of feel, like he just felt comfortable with sharing.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe so.
He just had that word show up. He just wanted to just let it all go.
Because see, look, it would have been later down the line if he would have not opened up. You were like, you're just so closed off. Like, this is just how we do.
I
Like,
just feel like you can open up like gradually. Like I think it's kind of scary for you on the very first date to really just be like a lot that you unloaded. So it was just, and he kind of had some awkward tendencies as well too. So I just feel like that was a good situation to keep pushing.
Understand.
So my next question is, where was your first kiss? Like, what was the location of your first kiss? I know my first kiss was in the park. Like I love parks, so like my first kiss was in the park. It was so scenic because it was like on a bridge. There was like water, and it was just like super scenic.
Oh wow.
I went to Catholic school, and I went to Catholic school, so mine was like behind the nuns, like.
like behind the nuns.
In that area, so it wasn't real scenic. It was, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't I remember?
I remember
like just walking them out.
Just kiss.
I mean, it could be your first real kiss, your first kiss. I mean, some people's
My first kiss was
on
in
the
kindergarten.
playground.
It was in kindergarten.
Yeah, I'm sure I was sneaking around doing stuff.
He said,
I had no business kissing no
he said he
was
was
gonna
gonna marry
marry
me.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Sue.
He did anyway.
No, he
So
doesn't.
somebody
No,
else
no.
put a ring on that.
Right?
What would you say your most embarrassing moment was on a date?
Mm.
Or have you, if it wasn't your embarrassing moment, like an embarrassing moment on a date with a person that you were with? Did they do something real?
Yeah, I don't like
Embarrassing.
scary things, and I dated this guy in college that loves scary houses, like haunted houses. And we went, but I was already on edge because I didn't want to be there. And he like took a step forward or something, and I like just completely fell over. Like I made him fall, I fell. Like what? And you guys know I just have the most random moments where I think I'm being real cute, and then I end up on the floor. It was a whole situation, and so yeah, that was super embarrassing because you're like, you know, and I was in college, but he was finishing his graduate degree, and I'm like, I suck at life. Like, what is happening? Like, I didn't ask to be here anyway.
Right.
Like, whatever.
That's real.
I had one. Not that I can remember.
You've never come out of the bathroom with your skirt tucked in your pantyhose?
No. Mm.
I don't feel like I've had an embarrassing moment either, but we can just go to the next question, which is if you could plan a perfect date, or what would the perfect date be for you? Like if the guy could plan the perfect date for you, what is your ideal date? Like what would you want to do?
All the sign.
I want somebody to call my job, get
Okay, call your dog.
get clearance for, you know, a week and a half, 2 weeks off. Then I want somebody to either pack my bag secretly or have enough money set aside that when I get to the final destination, that we could just go shopping.
Okay.
And say, you know, we're gonna go out somewhere and take me to the airport, and then we're gonna fly to Paris. And that is like my dream date. Now that is really
That is like a dream vacation.
Yes, like,
Like,
that's all in
You said, you know,
That's real hard.
Yeah, for sure. That's your dream date. So
It's a
that's
dream.
nice. Yes, I love that. What about you, Adrian?
I feel like I would do something like sporting event. Like
Oh yeah. Oh, that would
go
be
to a game.
Yes, that would
Go
be so
eat.
fun.
Good food, good drinks.
Yeah.
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 Meet some players.
Yeah. Huh?
But not like that.
No.
You know,
Not
just
on the
like
first day.
not like meet them, like just introduce me, but like meet them and just be like, oh my god, this is so great.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that.
I was like, how you gonna be?
I know.
I don't mind me. I'm gonna say first.
Right. Just be real rude. Like, actually, I'm gonna go meet this.
I think for me, I would, on my date, I would want just something like planned out, like a lot of different activities, like one after the other, like starting with breakfast all the way to, you know, dinner, and like just us like doing just a whole bunch of like fun stuff together. Like that would be what my ideal date would be.
This answer is gonna come with some attitude.
Okay.
It's gonna, you know, you're gonna feel it a little bit. All I really want these days is for someone to ask me what my schedule is.
Okay.
And to actually be like, oh, are you free?
Right?
Like,
Like,
you know,
yeah.
not 20 minutes
Right.
before you're talking about something, what you're doing tonight, and it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
I want some real basic, like, hey, are you
Right.
free on Friday?
Right.
Yeah, it's real,
Right.
I'm real simple. I don't need like a lot, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I want something just with thought put into it, like not just your regular movie dinner situation, just something with thought. Like it doesn't matter. I won't say it doesn't matter, but just something thoughtful. And it could be something just very simple, but just I can tell that you put in effort and there was some thought into it. So I don't
Like
think I have
going
anything
to
specific,
like
but-
an art class together,
Yes.
like painting and painting, and
Exactly.
having wine
Exactly.
and painting. Or
Are you
something
taking
like that.
notes?
Right? Right. Listen, viewers.
I go super extra.
Right. She wants to go to play right
Look
all the
here.
way across.
Y'all said dream. Okay.
That would be amazing.
Right.
But I'm like, you know, on a real practical level,
Listen.
can we just get to like, you know, I heard you when you said,
Can I
you
get
work
24
hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does your week look like? I thought I heard you say that it was real busy.
Right.
So, you know, what
You
time of
squeeze it
day
in.
is generally good for
Yeah.
just real
That
simple.
would help.
Yeah, not like a huge thing.
a rule of dating as far as like how much younger and how much older the person would go as far as years. Like, would you go 20 older or 10 younger?
Sometimes
or
I think yes.
what would you do?
That's a good one.
I can say for me, I don't want to go double digits higher or lower. So like nothing beyond 10. Like I don't want 10 younger or 10 older. So that's like kind of my like ideal.
Right now, 10 younger would put them at 24, so I think they would more than likely be in a completely different space in life, so that might be a bit too young.
I was gonna say 5, maybe?
Yeah, so I would probably do mid to late 20s, closer to late 20s, a little less mid. And then I would probably do anywhere between 10 to 15 years older.
All right.
I think, though, but then I think of my parents' age, and then I think maybe I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Little sugar daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, actually. Because I'm going to take you home, and that's like, I don't know if that's a conversation I'm really trying to have.
I'd be like, did we know what you said?
Never in high school.
She wasn't even born.
No.
So this question kind of is a follow-up, not necessarily a follow-up to what Tia was saying. Should the guy pick up the check on the first date? So definitely for Tia, yes.
If he asks me out, yes, you picked up the check. If you can specify this is a Dutch situation, then you are picking up that check.
But specifying would be, I'm not going out with you.
Basically, because if you told me like auntie and I would like to take you out, but then you still gotta make sure you have your own money. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I might be a little bit of a hypocrite because I have done that to guys where I don't want the pressure, so I'm just like, I'm going Dutch. Like, you pick up your tab, I'll pick up mine.
You don't want the pressure on him, or you don't want the pressure?
This whole date situation, sometimes I just get like real whatever about it, and I'll just be like, hey, let's just go.
It's okay, I got it. It's fine. I got mine.
I just want to pick up my tab, and then I don't have to walk away from this feeling obligated to do really much of whatever, like, which might be super trash, but I just am like, I'd rather you get yours, I got mine. Thanks, it was nice, or not. Like,
but then is it a date?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't.
is
That's what I'm saying.
it
It's also
right.
convoluted anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I would prefer in an ideal date.
Situation.
I would prefer that you pay.
Yes.
Now that's not some weird rule that I'm like, for the rest of the dates you're paying.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
No. I just think that first initial.
I feel
he
like
should be
you should
paying.
pick up the check.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, this concludes this episode of Let's Talk About It.
Let's talk about it.
Thank you to my guests, Tia, Erin, Kaylin, and Adrian for joining me today. Clearly you can see we have a good time when we're together. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and also check me out on all my social media outlets. Until next time, see you later. Hey everybody, I want to hear from you. So if you have a question that you would like me to ask the panelists, please reach out to me at my email account at Kelley, Kelley LTAI@gmail.com. The information is also at the bottom of your screen. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.